We are here with America's newest comic book stars, the kids of Widney High. You might have heard their sweet sounds out there on the roads, on the radios, on the MP3 players of America. Well, they've got a brand new comic out with stories by the band themselves and art by a terrific lineup of artists such as Robbie Rodriguez, Rafael Navarro, Ricky Niehaus, Neil Von Flew, Chuck Beebe, and our own Chris Brandt. And there's one thing that we all have in common. I think you guys know what it is.
You tell them. We'll tell them.
We're crazy about comics.
Comic book geek. I never set limits on what man can achieve, so they call me a comic book geek. I love love and beauty and what philosophers say, but I'm a comic book geek. Don't call me a loser, 'cause I'm a comic book geek. 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 I wanna live in a world of adventure. I wanna have the seas of immortality. I want to move across the limits of imagine past the limits to believe that we can be beyond the limits of human. That's why they call me a geek. Oh, well, a comic book geek. I love a comic book geek. Well, I'm a comic book geek. Well, I'm a comic book geek, geek, 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 geek. Well, I'm a comic book geek.
Welcome back, folks. We're here with our special guests, kids of Widney High, stars of their own comic. How does it feel, guys and girls?
Cool. We're crazy about our own comic.
Real like crazy about comics.
Are you?
You want to introduce the people
Yeah.
one by one?
Yeah, sure. Let's start with you, Lisa.
Okay. Well,
How did it all go for you with the kids of Widney High comic and the band and anything you want to share?
Well, I didn't start singing with the band until 2001, and I enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed it. This showed me a different side of me, a creative side, if you will.
And you helped write it?
Yes.
And Lisa's one of the characters in this. Everybody in the band is also a character. Excuse me, is also a character in the comic book. And I think that's what everybody's dream when they're young, I think.
Yes.
How about you, Pee Wee? Now, do you prefer to be called Pee Wee or Luis?
It doesn't matter, sir.
No.
Either name works.
Okay. Cool. You don't. So either or.
Either or.
Tomato, tomato.
Tomato, tomato, or clamato, or V8. No, V8. No, don't mix that sucker in there.
So your story is actually one of the, I would say, more true-ish type stories.
I haven't got to read the book, but I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure it's the truth.
Yeah, you pretty sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Well, when we interviewed Pee Wee, he was telling us about his hitchhiking journeys across country. That I guess, how often do you take these big trips?
Probably once, probably every 4 years. The other ones I just do by the dog or the Amtrak.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
By the dog. Okay, cool.
Good old
And
dog.
you're
No
quite
more
adventurous, just out there with the thumbs and hitchhiking.
Yeah, buddy.
I thought that was illegal in most of the United States. We used to hitchhike all the time, like 20 years ago, but
Yeah,
I haven't
you
seen
get
anybody
pulled over, and
hitchhiking.
all you gotta do, you know what, buddy? I'm
Maybe it's-
handicapped. You give me a ride to the next town, and I'll figure my way out there. Have somebody.
Well, how do
pick
they
me
know
up.
when your thumb is out that you're handicapped?
Doesn't matter. No, if the
You sign, maybe?
He tells them when they stop.
Yeah, when I'm stopped.
Yeah.
When the skunks pull me over. All right, sir.
And you've got your own movie, you've got your band,
Uh-huh.
you've got your comic book. What's next for you, Pee Wee?
I got the comic book. I got some clothing, better bacon. I'm pretty
I've
sure
got a
you
little
heard about
line
that.
of perfume, maybe?
Yeah, coming up pretty soon.
It's very exciting.
Stand-up comedy night, May
Yeah,
21st. Yeah.
that'll be the next goal, really.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I can't wait to see what you think of the comic when you get a chance to read it. I know you've been really busy. So.
Yes,
Shelly, Shelly Goodhope here. Now, Shelly's been with the band since the first concert I saw, anyway, back in 1999.
And where did you see that?
It was at the House of Blues. But Shelley, your story is sort of a throwback to 80s action heroes. You care to share anything about your love of the 80s action heroes?
For once, I love Schwarzenegger way before he became the governor.
Yeah?
Tell us about the movie that introduced you.
I saw the Terminator, and Commando, Raw Deal, Predator, The Running Man, Red Heat, Total Recall, T2, and True Lies.
Are you naming them in order? They're in order, I think. They're like chronologically. Yeah. Wow, that's amazing.
What was your favorite?
I like the Terminator with his best catchphrase, "I'll be back."
You ever think about getting into acting, Shelley?
I haven't had any plans when I'll start acting again, but I did act with Maud in a sketch comedy. It's M.O. with 2 D's.
Does that stand for something?
How about 3Ds?
I forgot what it stands for.
Is it on the internet, or can you find it somewhere? Or?
Yeah, I'll look into that. Well, it's my colleagues group thing that I'm in. Jenny Siegel works with me at Mattel at the DC Design Center.
Uh-huh. Cool.
Working as a contractor.
Oh, nice. Now, Michael, real quick, because they're waving their hands. Can you just tell us really quickly how the band came together and how we got to where we're sitting here tonight?
It's been a long journey. I started as a songwriting class at Widney in the late 80s. And it just, one thing led to another where we had a CD, the first CD. And then we started going out and doing gigs and just playing around town. Then did another CD, and the people wanted to make a movie. And then I would say over the past 4 or 5 years, it's sort of been a flurry of things like being in the Ringer and having another CD. We got the live CD that we did lately, and there's a clothing line, and there's 2 documentaries that are in the works, and so it's a lot.
Did you think, how many years have you been doing it for, like 20 years?
Yeah.
Now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Did you ever think it would be going this long?
No, never.
Any regrets?
Never thought it would even get started. Was
Cool.
surprised when it got started.
Awesome.
No, it's been great.
Well, real quick. I know. I'll be fast. I just, the first time I saw Kids at Whitney High, I was just blown away, and guys are very inspirational, and I think one of the most honest rock bands out there. So, glad.
Well, great, thank you, and we want to thank you too for all the work that you put in.
They write their own songs too. That's pretty nice. I really liked them all too. But we got to wind this up right now.
I was just about to thank me.
Oh.
Well, why don't we listen to a little bit of those sweet, delicious tunes you play, and come back with more interviews with the Kids at Whitney High.
Download on my iTunes.
Yeah. Thanks for coming, guys.
That's too low.
I see pretty girls everywhere I go.
Where?
Everywhere I go.
Where?
Everywhere I go.
Where?
I see pretty girls everywhere I go.
Where?
Everywhere I go.
Where?
Everywhere I go. At the beach.
At the beach.
At the mall.
At the mall.
On the bus.
On the bus.
Give me a yeah.
Yeah.
Another yeah.
Yeah.
Once more.
Yeah.
Woo! I see pretty girls everywhere I go.
Where?
Everywhere I go.
Where?
Everywhere I go.
Where?
I see pretty girls everywhere I go.
Where?
Everywhere I go.
Where?
Everywhere I go.
Where?
At the park.
At the park.
At my school.
At your school.
In my dreams.
In your nightmares.
Give me a yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Another yeah.
Yeah.
Once more.
Yeah.
Woo! Earrings, lipstick, ponytail, hair hanging down there, laughing, talking, shopping. speed, walking through town. There is my dream by the soda machine. I'm moving closer, my heart's beating faster. I opened my mouth, but nothing came out. She walked away and my heart said, ouch! I see pretty girls everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. I see pretty girls everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. At the pool.
At the pool.
At the store.
At the store.
On TV.
On TV.
Give me a yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
Another yeah.
Yeah.
Once more.
Yeah.
Woo! Break down. Pretty girls.
Ugly girls.
Sherry.
Ooh, where is she?
Jenny. Jessica.
She's not here.
I love you.
She got
My
pulled over
Charlie's
by the police
Angels.
and got a ticket. Yee-hee.
Break down.
Break up. Y'all gonna drive me to drink.
I see pretty girls everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. I see pretty girls everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. At the zoo.
At the zoo.
At the pool.
At the pool.
In my dreams.
In your nightmares.
Give me a yeah.
Yeah.
Another yeah.
Yeah.
Once more.
No.
Woo!
Yeah. Thank you.
Baby.
Thank you very much.
We better take a break after that, boys and girls. Stick around.
Jeffrey's Comics is located at 15900 Crenshaw in Gardena, directly across from El Camino College. We have over 1,000 graphic novels. We have over 500 new comic titles. Our video section contains over 500 rare nostalgic DVDs, classic entertainment for all ages. This is our kids' comic section. We have a large toy selection. This is our statue section. Our older comics are all great investments. We have comic books as cheap as 4 for $1, going up over thousands of dollars. At Jeffrey's, the magic never stops. We live comics, we love comics, we are comics.
That's why they call me a geek. Oh, well, a comic book geek.
So be it, so shall it be. The kids of Widney High, the music that will rock your eyes.
Is that right? I make my teachers mad. I make my teachers mad.
Wake up every morning, listen to Howard Stern.
I think about things I
Trash and burn. Me and my friends make our plans. Bottle rockets at the gym or steam the school
Get on
band.
the mic. Get on the mic. I make my teachers mad. I make my teachers mad. I make my teachers mad. Go.
Throwing chairs across the room. My teacher comes over. Rolling dumpsters down the hall.
Uh-oh.
I hear my name. Big call.
I make my teachers mad.
I make my teachers
mad. Where's that part from? I make my teachers mad. What?
Bad grades and truancy. Doing jumping jacks in the emergency. Hacking passwords in the computer room. Foul language was see my doom.
I make my teachers mad. I make my teachers mad.
I made my teachers mad. Made my teachers.
Teachers mad.
Michael, can I use those words?
I'm throwing the computer out the window.
You're interfering with police business.
You're losing points as we speak.
I'm gonna kick your butt.
Get your hands off of her.
No,
Hold those hands up. You go to the principal's office.
He's asleep. Got it? Make my teachers mad. I make my teachers mad.
Cool off in the car.
I make my teachers mad.
I make my teachers mad, 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 mad. I make them 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 mad. All right. Ow! Next picture.
Where are the monsters?
That, what you just witnessed there, was probably one of my favorite Kids at Widney High songs. And now we're here with the other half of the band. We're still missing some of the members, by the way, and let's give a shout out to Maddie and to Cain, who couldn't be here tonight. So.
But we're all sexy anyway.
That's right. So Tony, real quick.
What's up with Tony?
Part of this is partly your fault, this comic book.
Yes.
You want to talk a little bit about that?
Well, the way we got to this point is I walked into your former place of employment 1,000
Jeffrey's
years.
Comics?
1,000 years ago. Yeah, that's the name of the place. Thank you for telling me. And I heard some nice sounds coming out of your booming stereo, and I said, I know that band. Where'd you get that from? And you told me where you got it, and you told me you taped it. Illegally.
I thought I was in trouble. And I was in trouble. I just didn't know it yet, but it's okay.
And you said, and I remember, I wish I could get that band to play here.
And Tony is a guy who, if Van Halen is playing in town and he doesn't have tickets and the show's sold out, it doesn't matter. If Tony decides he's going to go see Van Halen, he's going to go see Van Halen.
Yes, that's
and,
right.
And he kind of makes dreams come true.
Yep.
And that's part of his magic.
Part of my magic, besides my good looks.
Now, Daniel, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for inviting me.
Oh, thanks for coming down tonight, and thank you for your very thought-provoking story in the Kids at Widney High comic. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure. I always wanted to do a realistic sort of writing, and I've been blogging for a year and a half, but I've never done a comic. So I was wondering, when we first started this, how do you begin to write something like this? And one of the guys that was helping me said, you have to write a story, and that's about it. So that's what I did. I wrote a story based on what was happening in today's society, and one of the guys took some footage from a couple of videos that I did on YouTube and some other posts that I have blogged about. There are some posts on my blog, and that's how it all got started, and that's how it became a story that has to do with reality, and somehow two women got involved. I'm not sure. I haven't read the comic book, to be honest with you, so I'm not sure how the two women got involved with me. So I guess.
Well, we had to sell these comics, so we had to put some women in the cage there with you. Hopefully, that's okay.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Okay, cool. Now, President Tarvin.
Thank you, Daddy.
Boss.
Yeah. Now, what just made
Thank
you
you.
think, okay, I'm gonna be the president?
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, I always wanted to be the president anyway.
Okay.
That was kind of my little fantasy.
Mhm.
And so, if I cannot be the real president in real life, might as well just make myself one. Just make myself one.
Okay. And I have a question about your story, and a lot of people have asked me this. There's at one point you have a death ray. I don't know if you've read the comic yet or not, but you have a death ray that shoots criminals to another planet.
To another planet, yeah, they gone.
In which they can live for 3 hours.
And they die.
Yeah, and they die.
Oh yeah.
And how do you feel that would be taken in like by maybe Newsweek or Time? How do you think they would feel about such a thing?
I know, they're like, what? Well, I hope they won't take it like too seriously.
They would not take it too seriously?
I hope not.
Yeah. Because some presidents could get in trouble for that sort of thing. But
No,
hey,
but
it's okay.
well, actually, I mean, if they have like an open mind and they have like if they have an open mind, they're not gonna take it as seriously. Boy, I'm in
Vince.
trouble.
Vinny Mac.
Hello.
How's it going?
I'm doing great.
Now,
thanks.
Vince sent an email out. The kids at Widney High played our grand opening at another undisclosed location.
Was this Jeffrey's comic?
No, it was another place. There's another comic
No,
shop
no.
a couple miles down the road that we can't talk about on this show. But the next morning, I think Vince sent an email and said the only thing that would be cooler than last night's gig is if we did a comic book. And here we are. It's done. We've done it, and it's here. And what do you think?
I think we're coming full circle here just by getting to this point. But I think we have to keep the circle going in the other way.
Turn
Maybe
it.
more of like a spiral helix. That's my vision. Helix.
And guess which band member's on acid?
Is this being sold
Am I
through
seeing
Diamond?
spirals?
It might be. We haven't
all.
I
tried
haven't
yet.
done it yet. Okay.
Now, next up, I guess we're going to have a tour with the kids at Widney High, promotional tour for the comic book and for their new album, live album.
And very soon you'll be able to buy the comic online, things like that. So keep.
At the Kids at Widney High website? Or?
Yeah, there'll be a link to where you can get it.
Because a lot of people have been asking.
The only place in South Bay be Jeffrey's and the Comic Bug, right? They don't have it?
Yeah? Is Jeffrey's going to have it too?
Absolutely.
Oh, baby.
That works for us.
Cool. I get a high five? Cool. Cool. Anything else?
We tried to use the actual words that the kids had to use. You know, we didn't change those or anything like that. That's what makes it so real and special.
Yeah.
In reading it.
Yeah, Vince, a little bit about the making of this, in case you were wondering. We
Which I
drove
was.
around L.A.,
was.
all over L.A. We went to Tanisa's house, and I believe there was a mix-up there, and I guess... Oh, what? Yeah, with you and Maddie, and somebody was waiting on one side of the street, and somebody was on the other, and I guess there's sometimes those problems.
We just couldn't see because she wanted to do something totally different than I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I want to be the president, and she want to do her own thing.
Oh, she was a spider fairy, yeah.
Yeah, so
And that's cool, and everybody got what they wanted, I think.
It turned out pretty cool. So,
Yeah.
hey,
The lucky thing was that
my time, get away.
it was lucky.
You had it. Get away. so everything turned out really good, and I would like to thank all the artists, all the people that have involved in it, including your guys. Thank you so much. You guys done a terrific job on the drawing and stuff like that.
Well, if you guys wrote it all and everything, and Mike's friends drew it, what did Mike do? I don't understand.
We don't know. Okay.
He supervised.
He supervised?
Yeah.
Okay.
I put the staples in.
I'm coming.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Okay.
Are we done? Oh, we're done? Oh, crap. What did Mike do? Wax your ears, boys and girls. Here comes another Kids at Widney High tune. Right after this break. Look at Eric Estrada, Chips, right there.
Let me see.
Just like Han Solo. Who would have thought? He looks great. Still looks every bit like when he was on the show.
Perfect time. We were talking
Hey, Punch, when you get a sec, could you do a bumper for our show? Just say Comic Book Geeks will be right back. We'll do a TV show. All right, here we go. You ready?
Los Geeks regresan en el momento.
Welcome back, the Kids of Widney High.
It sounds like a sad song, but it's not a sad song. It could be. Yeah.
Life without the cow. No more milk and cheese. No more New York steak. No more fertilizer. No more barbecues. No more leather shoes. No more butter biscuits. No more Ben and Jerry's.
1, 2, 3.
But there is a cow. I see them every day. I see them from the freeway, California. I more cottage cheese. No more hamburguesas, cowgirls or cowboys. No more saying moo. No more cow and chicken. No more frozen yogurt. No more big brown eyes.
1, 2, 3.
But there is a cow. I see them every day. I see them from the freeway, California. I can't stand my life without the cow. Brahman bull.
Black Angus.
Brown Swiss and Jamaican Red.
Jersey.
Florida Crocker.
Michael
But
Mulligan.
there is a cow. I see them every day. I see them from the freeway, California. I can't stand my life without the cow. Watch it for those burgers now.
I told you not to eat more burgers because there's no more cows. Yeah. But you didn't listen. Now we're stuck. No more eating chicken. Yeah. So we'll still have chitlins. We're gonna get chitlins and cracklins. Yeah. Big feet. Yeah. Pickle bologna.
Yeehaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there is a cow. I see them every day. I see them from the freeway, California. I can't stand my life without the cow. But there is a cow. I see them every day. I see them from the freeway, California. I can't stand my life without the cow.
Yeehaw.
I'm just blown away. I'm blown away by the kids at Widney High.
How about I'll start clapping like it's just over, and then you do something.
What did I do?
I'll start clapping.
Oh,
like
you're
they
start.
just finished.
Okay, yeah, we'll edit it in. That was
Right?
just amazing. That was awesome. I'm not really a professional host. I'm sorry, guys.
That just warmed your heart.
I want to milk something now.
We're gonna milk Tony, see what happens.
Oh no, that's okay.
Jeffries Comics is located at 15900 Crenshaw in Gardena, directly across from El Camino College. We have over 1,000 graphic novels. We have over 500 new comic titles. Our video section contains over 500 rare nostalgic DVDs, classic entertainment for all ages. This is our kids' comic section. We have a large toy selection. This is our statue section. Our older comics are all great investments. We have comic books as cheap as 4 for $1, going up over thousands of dollars. At Jeffries, the magic never stops. We live comics, we love comics, we are comics.
Thanks for sticking around for probably one of the most thrilling and exciting episodes of Comic Book Geeks. We're going to send you home with this tasty tidbit of music.
Let's get busy.
Let's get busy.
Let's get busy.
Let's get busy.
Let's get hot.
Let's get high.
Let's be cool.
Let's be cool.
Let's get wicked. Let's get crazy.
Get together and let's get busy.
Ow, 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 ow,
right now.
All right. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being.
See you next
Good
month.
night.
Good night.
You're already off.
My shameless plug. Has
Oh,
me
good
going,
work,
ow,
Tony.
Ow, ow, ow.
Good
I was
work.
saying ouch.
Okay. Well,
How did it all go for you with the kids at Widney High comic and the band and anything you want to share?
Well, I didn't start singing with the band until 2001. And I enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed it. This showed me a different side of me, a creative side, if you will.
And you helped write it?
Yes.
And Lisa's one of the characters in this. Everybody in the band is also a character. Excuse me, is also a character in the comic book, and I think that's what everybody's dream when they're young.
Be a loser, 'cause I'm a comic book geek. 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 I want to live in a world of adventure. I want to have the seas of immortality. I want to move across the limits of imagine, past the limits, believe that we can be beyond the limits of human. That's why they call me a geek. Oh, well, a comic book geek. I love a comic book geek. Well, I'm a comic book geek. Well, I'm a comic book geek, geek, 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 geek. Well, I'm a comic book geek.
Welcome back, folks. We're here with our special guests, kids at Widney High, stars of their own comic. How does it feel, guys and girls?
Cool.
We're crazy about our own comics.
Real
Like it.
crazy about comics.
Are you?
You want to introduce the people
Yeah.
one by one?
Yeah, sure. Let's start with you, Elise.
I always dreamed of saving the day, but they call me a comic book geek. I never set limits on what man can achieve, so they call me a comic book geek. I love love and beauty and what philosophers say, but I'm a comic book geek. Don't call me.
We are here with America's newest comic book stars, the kids at Widney High. You might have heard their sweet sounds out there on the roads, on the radios, on the MP3 players of America. Well, they've got a brand new comic out with stories by the band themselves and art by a terrific lineup of artists such as Robbie Rodriguez, Rafael Navarro, Ricky Niehaus, Neil Von Flew, Chuck Beebe, and our own Chris Brandt. And there's one thing that we all have in common. I think you guys know what it is.
You tell them. We'll tell them.
All right, well, we're
What is it?
crazy about comics.